charts are back how I don't like them. So for those people that are on here that may not have an account yet, or may have difficulties with their charting, their advanced charting, just take this and so you see the double arrows. The double arrows up here. You wait till you get them double arrows and you just pull that down just a so like that. Wow. You leave it. Okay, leave it down here. This leaves you room to type in all the currency pairs that are not in here anymore because I go in here where it says 15-minute, drop down in here, and I go favorite all my time frame. 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, daily, and weekly. So I make sure I have those quick at the draw, at the hip. Bow. Then I want to make sure I go in my settings. I can't get to it because, all right, I'm gonna go here. Properties. You can go to settings and properties. I'm used to going to settings. My candles, I like them a little darker. Some of y'all know that. I like cranberry and Merlot. I'm a Merlot Cabernet man, so I like my burgundies. It's one of my favorite colors, burgundy. In case y'all wanted to know that. I make my borders the same color as the candle. I make my wicks dark so I can see my wicks because I need to see my wicks. I need to see them things. Scales, indicator last value. I make sure that's checked so I can see my moving average. Whatever indicator I'm using, it shows me the last value of it. My background, because I like my charts clean, I don't like grid lines on my chart. Okay. You cannot take the grid lines off, but what you do is make your grid lines the same color as the background of your chart. So I'm going to make my horizontal and my vertical grid lines the same color as my chart. So now I have no grid lines. Voila. Also, for teaching purposes and for my own eyesight, I make my scales text. I think I make it at 24. Yep, that's about it. 22, 24, something like that. And my crosshair, I like to see my crosshair. So I make sure I use that. Some people use a mouse or pointer. I like my crosshair. Okay, it's like shooting at something. I'm aiming at something, so I keep my crosshair on. I don't need my old open, high, low, close. I try to get my charts as clean as possible. Shorts value, I don't know what that is. Bar change, I don't use that. Symbol description, that's the only thing I keep so I know what currency I'm looking at. So I like all of this clean as much as possible because I don't need to see nothing but candles. That's just my personal preference. You don't have to do this, folks. Okay, this is just my personal preference. Okay, you can have your own. I make sure that this is on Eastern Standard Time, UTC -5, New York. No session breaks, as you already know. My sessions don't have any breaks. Breaks are for candy bars. Huh. And trading, I don't touch anything there. Everything is okay now. So this is how I like my chart to look, exactly like this. Next, I'm going to grab the indicator. The indicator. Moving average. Simple moving average, well, just moving average. Bow, I click it. Okay. Now, once I click the moving average, the indicator, I'm going to now put settings. Okay, on this indicator, I can come in here and hit the settings or the sprocket button here and format it, or I can right click on the indicator or moving average itself and format it. I'm going to change this format, as I said the other day, to 200. Okay, there are videos on YouTube about the 200 moving average. It's not a secret, it's not something I came up with. But as you can look at, one of my favorite videos on the 200 period moving average is called the mighty 200 moving average. Okay. And people use it for more than just Forex. You're welcome. Then I want to make my moving average line a little thicker so I can see it. You know what I'm saying? I like it a little thick. You know what I'm saying? So this is basically how the chart looks. I'm going here and I'm going to make sure I have my four charts. Bow. So now I have four. Boop. And then I make sure I have my high time frame. Daily, it's here. Or you can have weekly there, depending on your style of trading. daily or weekly, 240 or 4 hour. And as long as I have these favorites here, I can always click on a box and click, what I want to see. Now what I need to do is get my currency purse back the way it was before somebody got hold to it. Euro dollar, euro yen is under the euro dollar. Euro Swiss. I only make these currency pairs in the order of how I do my relative strength. And based off our relative strength that we've already done, in case y'all didn't see it, which is already posted, okay, from here you can write down what you want to go look at. Make a list. All right, I'm going to go look at this. I'm going to go look at that. So from relative strength, your vision of what to trade should shrink. Like if I don't know what to trade in all these currency pairs, relative strength help you, all right, no, you just going to trade these. So from here now, your gauge should be here instead of all over the place about what you're going to trade. So we are at a low here. We are at a daily wick over wick. And last time we were here, price shot up. So currently right now, we about to retest this area. Okay, currently we're about to retest this wick over wick, this last time this popped up. And then I'm going to draw the supply zone above it. So we're always going to entrap current price. Now this rally didn't break this high over here, but it broke this high previous to it. It already is hitting it actually. And then I'm going to draw me this supply zone right here. Got you drop, base, drop, base, drop. And this is a rally base drop. And look how angry this candle is. And it broke the previous lows. Dun, 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 dun. 4-hour moving average is sitting right here. So me looking at this, I'm going to bring my thing down here to cover 71 even. If you get here, you do. If you don't, you don't. And then I'm looking at this supply zone here, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. Am I going to pick this beautiful drop base drop right here, which will be the closest zone or one of the closest zones in the 4-hour? The dollar is stronger than the New Zealand right now, currently, in a smaller time frame. But if we go back to the higher time frame, see where New Zealand is and see where dollar is, see where New Zealand is and see where dollar is. And if we look at the weekly chart, we are dead center middle of a weekly rally base rally. So in this leg out, we found us this, okay? So we're looking at these areas here of supply and demand. I do see this zone here at 750, but I'm in love with right here. And this is a whole number, I think. And then you have the top more conservative zone. And you might have a 1-hour smack down. And of course, you got this zone here that we just were looking at. Y'all don't have to take my exact stops and targets as well and entries. When I draw an area, you can go in here and redraw it however you want. Okay, this is how I just look at the chart, folks, and try to get me a little bit. It doesn't mean price may come just to right here, 500 and fall too now, and cause a daily wick over wick too. But if you want to play the more conservative, you can. This is a drop base drop too, right here. But I'm just giving this moving average a little room. It might just come right here and turn around too. So I'm just me. I like to give price room, especially when it's coming off a demand zone. But I like this though. This is falling so hard, price could come here to this selling pressure here. And it definitely also could come back up into this drop base drop. For price to get all the way back up here to this, it has to go through so much selling in here. It's so much selling in here. Price has to break through this just to get up here. It's a lot of selling and there's a lot of structure before it even gets up here because you have this area and this area. See how it was trying to hold and buy and hold. And do y'all see this little area down here? So this would be the area I would kind of aim for as far as bottom of the curve for Euro Swiss. Oh boy, I was a little late. That thing worked, didn't it? Dang. Oops. But that's how it's done. You just gotta go look. These two higher highs mean trend. 1, 2. Now this doesn't mean that this is gonna shoot to the moon, but there's gonna be some buyers here. Like we took this last week, and this week you take this. Next week you take something else. Or you're the type of person that holds this for weeks, like all of this. And then back then I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. All right, very simple. Again, these are trades that I always recommend to students until you know what you're doing. And that daily, it should be obvious, like, oh my God. We looked at this bottom wick in the daily, not the rally base rally, but the actual daily low from this candle. So price bounced off of this high, these highs here, came down into the next daily demand. What is this in the daily? Bang, bang, and then bang. And it broke these highs to the left, didn't it? Yeah, I was looking at this. It was working. And then bang, I'm like, and then it came to the second zone. Boy, I don't know how I didn't see it. What in the, I might fire somebody for not even, I don't know how I didn't see this. When you trade, you gotta, you're being covert. You ain't trying to scare all the pigeons and birds away. You kind of covertly doing it. And every trade I'm taking is off of past price action. Every one, even if it's a day ago, it's off of past price action. Now, if you got something other than this, I don't know what you're talking about. What I'm showing you, I don't know nothing other than that. Anytime I take a trade, I do curve. I go through the process all over again. I do curve all over again. This zone is over, but I'm looking down here. After I hit my target, I don't think I'll take the same zone. I'm not fond of that style of trade. The yen pairs are still going. Like we're in the trades we're supposed to be, and that's why it sucks. Like what trade is better than the pound yen right now or the euro yen? Nothing. Like we're in the trades that we're supposed to be in. If I didn't see this, I wouldn't believe it. This was from last year to this year. This is nuts. Folks, y'all can post trades too in Facebook. Y'all can post trades and they don't be scared. And y'all the first group. So remember, anybody that come after y'all, they newbies. Newbies. But I'll talk to y'all soon. And thank you. I appreciate y'all. And hold it down. And live every day like you don't know what tomorrow may bring. All right. Think positive, but live every day like you never know. Okay. Don't take anything or anybody for granted, not even that breath of air. Don't take it for granted, folks. That's it.